can't be afraid to live a life where you live and experience things. Then from that, you're going to learn something from that. You're going to learn about life and you're going to learn lots about yourself. And then when you live and learn, it's important that you give service to others based off of the things that you've learned so that they can be better.
You are now tuning in to the Going North podcast with your host, best-selling author and professional speaker and member of the John Maxwell team, Dominic Dom Brightman. And every Monday and Thursday, we're going to hear the voice of a different author sharing their gifts, stories, and expertise to help you charge forward in life. Now let's get on with the show. And today on the Going North podcast, where we bring you some extraordinary humans doing extraordinary things. Today's no different because we got a fellow podcaster in the house, baby. That's right, a fellow podcaster in his house. That's right, indeed. My man's been doing this for three magical years, and has had some powerhouses on the show. And he's a powerhouse himself because he has a published book, and he has another one out coming soon, baby. That's right. And this man is on a journey to live his best life and to help others do the same. And you're probably wondering who this wonderful human is. It's the one, the only Chip Baker. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing well, my man. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Oh, my pleasure, D, man. It was great having myself on the Success Chronicles along with illustrious human beings, and now you get to be in the guest seat of the game, the guest side of the game, as I call it.
Yeah, man, just switching roles.
That's right, switch roles like egg rolls and Tootsie Rolls, right?
That's it. Love it.
Oh, man.
Man, I guess looks like we're gonna have a lot of fun. How about that?
Oh yeah, that's usually the main goal. It's like, yeah, fun on the bun for everybody. Yes, indeed. So for those who've been living under 13 rocks, mind filling in some gaps where I missed some things in the introduction and tell us who is the wonderful Chip Baker?
Well, myself, I'm a teacher and coach. Been doing that for 20 years now. Fourth generation educator. I've been blessed and fortunate to be raised by some amazing people and, to learn from and show me the right way to do things in my life. And fortunate to have that. And I have started the Success Chronicles about 3 years ago to show appreciation and give back to those amazing people that I've been blessed and fortunate to be around, and just to show appreciation for those folks. And now it's grown at a crazy rate and far surpassed anything that I've ever thought it would be, and had some amazing experiences and opportunities, and here we are.
Oh, yes, sir, indeed, man. Fourth generation educator, man. And that's something you really don't hear about every day, man. So what kept you going in that direction to keep the family lineage of educating the masses for 4 generations?
As a young guy, I saw the difference, the positive difference that giving service can make in the life of someone, not only by my family members, but by those that were in my life that were positive, that made a difference, that were educated, that made a difference in my life. And really, I just wanted to be a part of that, just do my small little part to help make our world be a better place as well.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, man. And especially those in the chocolate community, man, because we need positive black male role models, especially in the education field, because it's lacking a lot in just really the whole country as a whole, because it's like, in a way, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the dream that we're basically souls like, yep, yeah, they gotta rap and become a big superstar or an actor possibly, or even just play sports as a way to generate success. But it's like you actually decided to keep the whole family tradition going to be a positive male influence on young kids, especially the smaller versions of ourselves. It's like, yeah, okay, you can actually be a teacher and
Yeah.
actually help see kids to grow. So it's really amazing.
Well, and I want to also reiterate too, my family, like I said, great family of people that I saw, firsthand how, students would see one of them and my mother wouldn't even see them, and the student would just smile. You know what I'm saying? Just, that just shows that the difference. And then in my community where I was raised in Hearn, Texas, lots of amazing educators that just, gave service to unconditional love and unconditional service to for the benefit of the students of us that were there. And so I mean that's really all I know. Those people were idols, and still are idols. I mean, those that are still living, and so that's where it comes from. And really, as a young guy, I just wanted to do something, my part, to make them proud, and just to, hopefully, make a positive, like I said, make a positive difference in our world. And it's been a true blessing.
Amen to that, dude. Amen to that. That's right, indeed. So, any advice for those who are looking to become a teacher and be good at it?
Well, I guess I'll just hit you with the real a little bit. You're gonna, in your studies, you're gonna learn all of those, theories and pedagogies and all of those things. You're gonna learn it, and you have to have that. It's super important. But the real is getting in the trenches, and doing things and having the experiences where you actually learn from your experiences. And don't be afraid to, you know have those experiences and fail. Sometimes we get in there and, oh, that lesson didn't work, or, oh, I got to adjust that. And so just adjust and move on and live and learn from the kids. I think, and that's the big deal too. So many times you get opportunities to learn by just going through the experience, and then you see, okay, that didn't work, this could be better, and then you adjust. And as you do it more and more, you become better at your craft, if you will. So just jump in there 2 feet deep, go to work hard, have a positive attitude, have fun. You only get one life, so have fun, enjoy doing it. Set those standards, the expectations, have consequences, and then follow through if they don't, do what the expectations are. You have to do your part as well. And so those are just some of the things that I think that it takes to be a successful teacher.
Heck yeah, man. And those days will get rough. I could tell.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's not an easy profession, but you have to love it. You have to be passionate about it, and leave your baggage at the door, because it's not about you. It's about what you can do to help those students that you're there to help. And what's crazy is when you focus your energy and efforts on that, it's amazing how everything else in your life falls in line as well, and you get better.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Brick by brick and stone by stone, baby.
Yeah.
Almost Tetris style, even.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, yeah, there's a method to it, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, that's right. Got to get them all in line. That's right. Single file. That's right. And if that fire drill happens, they better not get out of line. Indeed, they gonna fall into that chocolate chip trap right there.
I guess. That's funny.
Is that like probably gonna be one of your future lines now? It's like, yeah, you're gonna fall for the chocolate chip trap soon if you don't behave yourself.
Yeah, I don't know if that'd be good for me to use that. I work with high school kids too, so yeah, so it may not be good to use that one.
Oh man, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, my man really got it in there. Then
Yeah,
that's right. Got him at their full development stage. Like, yeah, man, we got to tell them things 30 times over.
yeah. No, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. We were all once there too, and that's what we have to remember. You know, take it back. So take a deep breath, and that the title is teacher. And that's why you're there to teach them, the life lessons and how to be successful and teach them the things that were taught to you. And so it's a true blessing.
Oh yeah, that's right indeed. That's right indeed. That's right. You got to teach and you got to reach them. That's right. You don't reach out and grab them now, but you just teach them. Stop.
Yeah, reach and teach and reach.
Yes, indeed. Well, as with the teaching profession that really pushes you to actually do other pursuits to sustain life, and you did that through becoming a published author and a businessman, entrepreneur. So tell us a bit about your books. I believe you got the first one, Growing Through, your Go Through, and then you got
Yes,
another one
sir.
coming out on communication. So am I filling in some gaps about the two wonderful books and what led you to publishing them?
Well, the first book came from doing the Success Chronicles, do some interviews, and I come across some awesome folks. And one of the men that I came across is Dr. Oliver T. Reed, and he's in Manassas, kind of that area, and we hit it off pretty well. And I interviewed him, and I was like, "Hey, well, let's link up next week, and we'll do a topic session." And we did a topic session. Then we, had a good time. So let's link up next week. We'll do another topic session. So, before we know it, we've gone a month, almost a month and a half with, doing content and just having a good time, right? So we're like, man, we got to put this in a book. Like, this is some good stuff, Say, well, not just a book, well, let's do a series. And so we're doing it's a 4-book series. The series is Solutions to Your Success. He's the solutions doctor, and the Success Chronicles for me. And so we came together when the doctor meets the coach. And the first book is Growing Through Your Go Through. And it just, gives some practical steps that people can use to help them. No one's immune from going through tough things. I don't care who you are, where you're from, whatever. Everybody has a personal struggle, something that they're going to go through. And so within the book, we go through, and first of all, the interview that we did on that topic is in there. And then we break down individually something that we've had to grow through in our life and how we grew through it. And so we give practical steps. It's a journal pages in there as well. So it can be your personal growth process. You can use it as your personal growth process. And then the second book, which is coming out on the 14th, coming out really soon, is a effective conversation to ignite relationships. And like they say, man, I'm proud of this body of work. I'm very proud of it. Being the second one, learning the process of the first book and going through all of that, and then doing research and polling some people and getting data and all of that stuff in it. So really went deep to get some good information. And same thing, journal pages, activities in there that people can do to help with the effective conversation. And again, I'm very proud of this body of work.
Oh, yes, sir, indeed. Yes, sir, indeed. Congrats, man. Book number 2, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right. An entry into the business of immortality, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, indeed. And you're definitely right about that, man. No one's immune from bad times, man, because life will hit you and it will trip you, and and nobody's undefeated. So you just got to take it. It's like, yeah, man, you got to compile that wisdom into some pages for folks to read, and then heck, they might eventually lead too.
That's it. I love that. Yes, for sure. Without a doubt. That's the intention.
Oh, yes, sir, indeed. So, any plans for audio book versions of the books too?
Eventually, yes. And I know, like I said, we have the interviews, and so, eventually we'll put those out, DVD file or so, for MP3 file. But and that would be nice. So eventually all of that's coming. Yes.
Ah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Next folks be like, man, I don't want to read. Man, I want to listen.
No, I'm trying to, give it to you any way you can get it. No excuses to get this positive motivation. You can get it.
That's right. That's right. I can do it the easy way, the hard way. Let me stop.
Yeah. Now you sound like a parent now.
Oh, man.
Mhm.
Well, in addition to being a two-time author, you also host the Success Chronicles. So, any advice for those who are looking to start an online show slash podcast of their own from your experience?
Yeah, 3 words. Go get it. I mean, I think in this day and age, it's awesome the access to knowledge that we have. With of course, your Google and your YouTube, and just the knowledge and access to be able to communicate with people that are doing things that you would like to do that you can learn from. And so it's just as simple as taking the first step. And once you take the first step, you'll see that you'll get to where you eventually get to a jog. And, after you get to that jog, eventually you'll get to a sprint and you'll be sprinting to your destination of success. And so, but it all starts with that first step, taking the first step. And it's an amazing ride. Don't wait. Just step in and do it.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yes, indeed. Get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. That's right. Even if you don't have Nike, just do it. That's right.
That's it, man. That's it. Whatever you got on, just go get it. No excuses. Tim's, the Adidas, Nike, don't matter. Flip flops, slide, it don't matter. Just go get it.
That's right. Throw on a wig too if you have to. Let me stop. Don't do that.
No,
Oh, man. But yes, indeed. Go get it. Go get it. So far, it's solid advice to go out there and go get it. And the fact you have all these folks. So, what's probably been your favorite experience with doing the podcast? I mean, you've had like so many guests, so many heavy hitters. I mean, it's really a powerful thing to be able to mass all of that. So, what's probably been your favorite experience so far with it, besides the learning and the personal growth from having those conversations with folks?
yeah, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Just for sure, it's the ability to be able to learn. And I think what's really cool is there are people that before I did the podcast or YouTube channel that they were like my virtual mentors, right? Like they didn't know that they were my mentors, but I read their books and watch their videos to learn. And then having the opportunity to or exceptional athletes, or big time business people, in the music business. But then you know getting the opportunity to talk with them, sit down with them, talk life and success and business or sports or motivation, inspiration, or whatever. That's been really cool. For instance, like John Gordon, got a chance to interview him. Carl Lewis, Jay Prince, Rap A Lot Records, um, Joshua Medcalf, Chop Wood, Carry Water, Arthur. I mean, you know, just it's a big time blessing to be able to sit down with those people and just talk life and success. And I think the big picture is like, yeah, it's cool for me, and it's a neat opportunity. But the bigger picture is it ain't about me, right? It's about what I can do to help make our world a better place, and to have the ability to share those stories with people, to hear their journeys and learn from their experiences. That's what's been really neat for me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right indeed. Experience and growth, baby. That's right. Some tree swag. That's right. Coming a giant oak tree. That's what I'm talking about. Giving the good shade to folks. The good shade. Not the
That's
bad,
it.
not the bad shade.
That's it.
People do that enough as it is with the bad shade.
Oh, no doubt about it, my man. No doubt about it.
Woo. Well, in this sense, you're an educator, you probably got like a huge list of books. So, if you were to share your top 3 favorite books, what would they be?
Wow. Top 3 favorite books, excluding the Bible. I would say Tony Dungy, Quiet Strength.
Ooh.
I would go with John Maxwell, The 15 Invaluable Qualities of Growth. And then I'd hit you with John Gordon, The Energy Bus.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, Think and Grow Rich is like, ooh, maybe that's a 1B, I don't know. It's in there too. So lots of different books.
Hey, well, I'm glad you mentioned those books, man, because well, then again, it's been a while since I busted that question out, but like folks always like to mention Think and Grow Rich. It's a darn good book. I mean, it's almost like the entrepreneur's Bible in a way in terms of mindset and all of this stuff, but like the 15 laws of growth and of course the energy bus, it's like not as many people probably know about that book, and it's a really good book.
Yes, like I mean, anything John Gordon to me is amazing. Like it's really hard for me. Like the Carpenter, the Seed, Training Camp. I mean, like I really uh, the Coffee Bean. He just put that one out this past summer. So I mean, just great books, good reads, um, and lots to learn from through the stories and a creative way of how he puts it out there. And that's what I really like about it. How Maxwell gives you concrete steps and tips with quotes. Maxwell's really good with that. Um, but John Gordon is really good with creating the story, have you visualize the story, and then bringing the points through the story, and then hitting you with the points at the end, and then helping you to apply those in your life.
Heck yeah, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Great solid list of books. And that storytelling is definitely a huge one because that's really the best way we learn. And that was like the original way to learn back in the day, besides like apprenticeship and doing it. It's probably through stories.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, man, because it's like statistics. Like, shoot, probably forget that in like 2 days or 2 hours. Like, but a story that, especially the main part you get from a story, that sticks with you for years.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the experience that people have, it's nothing better than telling those stories. And like you said, you always remember those. I mean, think about it in our lives. The stories that have been passed down to generations, or different things that we remember those. We don't know numbers and all of those things, but we remember those stories and how it affected, how it made us feel. you know
that's right. Probably made us feel like a giant cupcake with all the icing. Heck, even with the cherry on top too. Like, yeah, man, extra good. That's right. Yes, they.
Man. Mm-mm-mm. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll be stupid. I know.
that's that's awesome, man. Good stuff.
Well, coming down the pike here to a question I like to ask every guest, and that is if you were to wake up tomorrow and you're 25 again in the current year, but with all of your amassed knowledge and experience, what would be the advice that you would give to yourself?
Keep doing what you're doing. I think one thing that I'm very fortunate that I don't know what, man, I think the big man has truly blessed me to just learn to just shut up and listen, right? And be aware and pay attention and be focused and eliminate the distractions. And I've been able to do that throughout my life. And I'm thankful that my mother and my parents raised me to be an independent thinker. Like do your thing. Like what do you like to do? You do your thing, and don't be worried about what everybody else think about what you do. And so, I would just say, hey, keep doing your thing. What you're doing is gonna take you where you want to get, and those same principles that you've learned with your base foundation, your faith foundation of hard work and perseverance and doing right and treating people right and maximizing your potential, all of those things that you learn in your foundation that you've been doing, they're going to continue to help you be successful in your life.
That's what I'm talking about, indeed. Yes, indeed. Parents giving that powerful advice. That's right. Just do your thing, man. Don't pay attention to what anybody else is doing. And it's kind of funny too. It's like when you pay attention to someone else, you lose focus of what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you just, when you're hyper focused, like, just envision yourself putting the blinders on, and you're really focused in on what it is you're trying to achieve and where you're trying to get organically. um, the distractions eliminate themselves. You know, all things just organically start to happen because you're hyper focused in on the minor detail.
Yeah, man. It's like sprinkles on a ice cream cake, man. It's like why you worry about one sprinkle, man? It's like a bunch of sprinkles on the cake, man. It's like it still tastes good, man. You can't be worried about the one sprinkle, man. Got to focus on the big picture. That's
That's
right.
it, man. It's all good. It's all literally it's all good. So don't worry about that. You know, like you said, the little sprinkles. It's all good. All of it.
That's right, indeed. That's right, indeed. Heck, maybe even take out an ice cream cone, dig a little bit into it, put on your head, and be like, "Yeah, that's right." Well, maybe not that. Don't do that, but
Yeah, you lost me. You lost me on that one. I was trying to visualize it. Like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna waste the ice cream. I love it too much. I'm not gonna waste it. So
Oh, man. Well, all righty. For those who want to keep in contact with you, what's the best way for folks to reach out to you?
well, the YouTube channel, the podcast is Chip Baker, The Success Chronicles. So go check it out. I'm on all social media and very responsive to that. So if you want to reach out to me, hit me on any social media at Chip Baker TSC, as in the Success Chronicles. And just share some love. The typical thing that everybody says is, like, follow, subscribe, all of those things. But more than that, um, if you see something, you check it out, you see something you like, please share it with someone that you think that it'll benefit to help make our world a better place. Because, like I said in the interview before, it ain't about me, right? And so it's about what I can do to do my small part to help make our world a better place.
Heck yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, indeed. So, any parting words for the folks still listening, my friend?
Yeah, my tagline, man: live, learn, serve, inspire, go get it. You can't be afraid to live a life where you live and experience things. Then from that, you're going to learn something. From that, you're going to learn about life, and you're going to learn lots about yourself. And then when you live and learn, it's important that you serve, give service to others based off of the things that you've learned so that they can be better. And you're going to go through some things while you're doing that as well, some challenges, some ups and downs. And little do you know that when you face those challenges and you attack those challenges by living, learning, serving, it's inspiring to others, and it inspires them to get through what they're going through. And and then the last thing is just the mindset. No success will come to you. Nothing is just going to happen to you. You have to go get it. And so you have to have a go get it mentality to making it happen. So last thing is go get it.
How's it going, you showstopper? It's great that you enjoyed this episode of the Going North podcast. If you really enjoyed it, be sure to shoot the guest an email or head over to the social media pages and leave them a nice response that you heard them on the Going North podcast, so that way they can continue to be inspired to do great things. And be sure to share this podcast with others that you think would enjoy it as well, because we want to inspire as many people as possible to live their dreams, embrace them, and to do something positive.